Welcome in, everybody, to the Week 13 commish address. And it was a wild week as we get down into the playoff push. Last week we had 2 weeks remaining. This week we only have 1 week remaining. It was a rivalry week, and it was big. We had some big things. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Starting with, I got to get right to it. Usually I go in order. Very rarely do I not go in order. But Justin, you did it. It took your weird ass yo-yo team, but somebody in Drunken Fumble in 2024 has hit 200 plus points. And who'da thunk it? You know, you're 10 and 16 out of the playoffs, but you did it. We had a lot of failures this year. A lot of guys got into the 190s. We'll talk about that too. But Whiskey Jack, a well-deserved Superman as you break the 200-point barrier against Wade, who you nearly doubled. Wade, I'm not gonna play the song because I feel like I have before. Man, I'm gonna hold on to it, but I'm gonna play it through and through next week if you don't make the playoffs. Justin, congratulations on the 200 plus points. I will take a look at the standings after this and what that means for everybody in this head-to-head matchup. Let us take a look here. Justin will stop Wade's 2-game winning streak against him and bring the head-to-head matchup for 3 games for Justin and 7 for Wade as Justin climbs back in. Let's go back to the top of the order. Speaking of failures not getting to 200 points, Spencer, only 190 points. With a decisive victory over me, Brock Bowers, early in the week was just too good, as was the Dallas defense, who put up 30 points. So that was huge. I did have a decent week, 155 points. I made the median. I locked in my playoff position, as did Spencer, but Spencer put himself in striking position of a bye week. We'll take a look at that as well. That matchup, by the way, Spencer now leads 10-9, breaking my 3-game winning streak in the head-to-head matchup. So congratulations, Spencer. Next matchup, Gus Bus taking on C-Taves. This is a low-scoring affair. However, Big DK Energy did come away with the win, 126 to 116. Neither are in the playoffs. We'll take a look at standings to see if any of that matters. Their head-to-head matchup is now, damn, Casey starting to walk away with it, has now won 2 in a row, and he is up 9 games to 4. So, well, next season, you better buck up. Make Comerica Drake Allen taking on the waiver wire. Nick, your job is beating Eric. You're here to beat Eric. You're the only one that does it. And then you didn't do it. 147 to 126. Eric still in first place at 19 and 7. Nick officially out of the playoffs at 10 and 16. Just could not recover from the McCaffrey news at the beginning of the year, and then when he did come back, it was not sparkly and not long. So, unfortunately, That will sum up Nick's season. Not sparkly and not long. That matchup now is Eric will get a win to make it 5 against Nick's 11. So Eric's starting to claw his way back in. Infuse taking on It's Mickey. It's Mickey with a huge week, 167 against Jordan's 133. Mickey is 11 and 15 and unfortunately was eliminated from the playoffs last week. Jordan is sitting in second right now and will be looking this week to shore up his bye week. But good week from Mickey going into the secondary playoffs. That head-to-head matchup is 3 games for Mickey and 1 game for Jordan. We already discussed Whiskey Jack and Wade. Now this was the matchup of the week. Really, it was so good. So going into this matchup, both these teams were 12 and 12. One had a playoff spot and one didn't. So the person that won last week was going to come away with a playoff spot. I'm talking about Fajita taking on Robbie D 17. And this was a tight matchup. It was at one point Rob had a 13% chance of winning and he thought it was over. Then he had like a 99? I saw somebody say 199, maybe it was Shane. A 99% chance of winning, which is a huge swing. It's crazy. To go from 13 to 99 with like time remaining is crazy. And then Shane went from 1% to 100% and won. He's still at 99%. He still hasn't even pulled it out. That's how close this matchup was. It was nuts. And Rob, I wanted to play the song for you because you messaged me, but I'm just going to call you out for the message. After Rob went way up to the high winning percentage after being down 13%, he sent me a message and he says, you might as well just give me my Superman right now. And he lost. And then he split the median with him too. So he went 0-2. So let's take a look at the standings. Make America Drake Allen. And he's by himself at 19 and 7. With his points for, actually there's a chance he could lose the bye week, but any win at all this week, Eric, and you automatically have a bye in week 1 of the playoffs. So any win this week, and you guarantee it. If you lose, you might still get it anyway. This is where it gets a little bit more interesting. Jordan, you are 17 and 9 with a bye week. You are less than 4 points ahead of Spencer, who is also 17 and 9. So you guys are going to be clawing for that second bye week. How important is that second bye week? Well, there's 3 weeks of playoffs. If you get that bye week today, you don't have to play that first week of playoffs. Your odds to get that first place prize or any prize at all skyrocket. This is important for you guys. I'm sitting here in 4th. I do have a guaranteed playoff spot. I don't see me getting a bye week. I would need a lot of things to happen, but we shall see. It's still possible. I can just kind of like coast into the playoffs, understanding that I'm probably going to play 3 weeks. Now, this is where it gets interesting. We have Fajita, Wade, and Rob to talk about. Unfortunately, Mickey, Justin, Nick, Casey, and Will, you are already in the toilet bowl. Again, with the toilet bowl, you win and you're out. You don't have to play again. You do not want to get to the end. If you lose, you move on. If you lose, you move on. And if you lose in that last game, you are just the worst. Now, 5, 6, and 7. The last two playoff spots, 5 and 6, and the last one of those guys is not going to make the playoffs. Right now, it looks like it's Rob because he is 2 wins behind Shane and Wade. So Shane and Wade, if you each get any victories at all, you're in the playoffs. You just need a win this week. Any win at all, median or heads up, you're in. If you don't, Wade, if you don't get any wins this week, Wade, and Rob goes 2-0, you'll both be 14 and 14. He's 40 points ahead of you. And if he goes 2-0 and you're 0-2, that means he beat you. And he's already 40 points ahead. So Wade, don't be 14 and 4 and in first place after like week 8 or what's that? 14-4. That's week 9, I guess. After week 9, and then finish 14 and 14 and miss the playoffs. Wade. Good luck, everybody. May your players stay ever healthy and unproductive.